Somewhere in your life there is a place you visit that makes you smaller. You enter with plans, fire, and purpose, and you leave tired, doubtful, and tame. Nothing violent happens. No one strikes you. They smile, they ask harmless questions, they joke, they change the subject, yet somehow your dream loses breath in that room. Tell me the truth. Do you keep a safe version of yourself for certain people? A voice that grows softer, less ambitious, less definite so no one feels challenged by your hunger? A goal you mention with laughter so if they mock it, you can pretend you did not mean it. A promise you reduce to maybe so you will not have to defend your faith. If that is you, hear me. This speech is not about abandoning love. It is about protecting purpose. For there is a quiet form of destruction that does not look like hatred. It looks like comfort. It looks like tradition. It looks like, come by for a little while. It looks like old labels and old stories that keep you living as the man you used to be. Let me place a question before you now, and it will be answered before I am finished. Are you the kind of man who must separate in order to succeed, or would separation make you weaker? Some men separate and become powerful. Other men separate and become bitter, chaotic, and lost. The difference is not the distance. The difference is the reason, the plan, and the discipline behind it. Now another question, one that stings if you are honest. When you say you are working toward success, who are you trying to convince? Is it them, or is it you? The man who truly expects success does not speak like a man waiting for permission. He does not present his dream like a proposal to be voted on. He lives from the inside out, quietly and firmly, until the world is forced to agree. But what happens when you leave your workbench of purpose and step back into a room that trains you to doubt? What happens when the people closest to you do not attack your dream openly but drain it by 1,000 little cuts? They question your time, your intensity, your changes. They call your discipline too much. They call your boundaries cold. They call your hunger selfish. And slowly, without noticing, you begin apologizing for the very traits that would have made you great. Tell me, does your family praise your progress, or do they reward your availability? Do they admire your growth, or do they prefer the old you because the old you was predictable? This is not hatred. It is human nature. People often love you and still resist your evolution because your evolution forces them to face their own stagnation. Now listen closely, for here is the principle most men learn too late. You cannot live as success while you keep returning to environments that require you to shrink. You cannot become definite while you remain surrounded by voices that train you to be vague. You cannot keep a burning desire